All right, guys, I am super excited that you guys are all here. Teach you guys, what's back up to yesterday morning, maybe around 7 o'clock, and we're going to have to push pretty quick, okay, because there are a lot of trades. But I just want to show you guys that are not familiar with the sniper program, how powerful and effective these systems are. So Rodney, I see we're rolling. Just give me a quick chart check. Let me know everything looks good. Chart and sound check. What I want to do is focus on one trading system, okay, the Pulse Extreme Line Cross. And how this trading system works, guys, is it's very visual in nature. I will teach it to you basically. I'm just not going to spend a lot of time on it. You see this line in this colored indicator down here, this black line? When it crosses over the colored area, over that white gap to the gray area, we're going to get a sell signal. There are a few other little qualifications, but basically that's it. It crosses from the gray area over the white gap to the colored area, we're going to get a buy signal. Crosses over, sell signal, crosses over, buy signal, and so on. It's very visual, it's very easy to see, it's very easy to track. Watch how effective that is. You're going to see these other signals, and most of them I did not circle like this. I really want us to only highlight and focus on, for this presentation, the arrows. A lot of the standard sniper signals, I will say, guys, you can see there's 3 nice winners for standard snipers, but they generate counter trend signals. You see how the action line, this is our colored line that turns gold, and then when it's not moving, it's flat, it's gray and black, and then it turns gold. Well, there's one basic rule I want you to keep in mind that we use for all these trades. We only take a Pulse Extreme Line Cross trade if the action line is sloping in the favor of our trade. See how the action line is sloping down, we short. Action line is sloping up, we go long. Action line is sloping down just a little, doesn't have to be a lot. Action line is sloping up, okay? We're not going to take a trade against the action line, okay? Notice how all these sniper signal, the standard sniper signals, the diamonds, they're all against the action line. Doesn't mean they're not good trades, but you want to have a few more rules to your rule set to make sure that you take the ones that are good and get ready to do the opposite we call failure continuation when there's a strong impulse move. So there'll be a lot of trades that you'll see that are standard snipers that we actually wouldn't be interested in. We'd be waiting for the trade to fail, waiting for a green bar to go in the opposite direction and take the trades. All right, enough lead in. Let's look at the trades. This is 7 a.m. yesterday morning. Pulse Extreme Line Cross short, big win. Long, big win. Short, nice win, 10 ticks or so. Long, huge win. We did have a loser in here. See, it got us in a little bit quick. I'm using a 5 or 6 tick stop on these trades, and we mark a trade as a winner if it gets 5 ticks into the profit. However, notice, when you're looking at these trades, how much more profit is available on many of the signals. Pulse Extreme Line Cross, notice the black line crosses from colored area to gray, signal short, winner. Crosses from the colored area, the gray area over the white gap to the colored long, winner. Action line sloping down just a little bit. That's all we need. Short, winner, long, winner, short. Now this one, there was 5 or 6 ticks available right away. If you held through this consolidation, obviously a huge win available. Not every trade is a winner, guys, but I want you to notice over these last couple of days, just how accurate these tools are when the market's moving. Now here's multiple examples of standard sniper signals where the action line is sloping up. This is a pretty strong move to the upside. Most sniper owners would be interested in going long on a green bar here after the signal fires, not short, because the market's not reacting, giving us action line confirmation or breaking below that action line. You can see we're maintaining ourselves above it. Pulse Extreme Line Cross, so easy to see. The black line's up here in the colored area, crosses over the white gap to the gray area, signal fire, short, winner. Right on top of 9 o'clock, guys, when the crude oil pit opens, we tend to encourage traders to not take trades a minute or two before, a minute or two after, so that's where those trades are blacked out. Okay? Look at this impulse move now. Pulse Extreme Line Cross short, winner. buy. This is an aggressive trade, not one that everybody would take because of it's against such a strong impulse, but we did trade down to a support area. You can see that gray line there is an auto-generated support area. Made that trade a little bit better, and it was a win. Pulse Extreme Line Cost, gorgeous short. Look at the magnitude of profit available there. Long, notice how all these trades that I'm circling, guys, they all have action line confirmation, right? We're only going to take these signals with action line confirmation. So, you know, as you're seeing these signals fire, these were trades that happened live in our live trade room, okay? So we run a live trade room from 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 every day, and a lot of these trades now we watched and participated in occurring live yesterday. The reason we didn't take this short, even though it's a nice win, is the action line's not sloping down. Okay, so I said the one rule that we're following today is what? The action line has to be sloping in the direction of the trade. It is here, winner. It is here, winner. This trade, no trade because the action line is not sloping down. This trade we take because the action line is sloping down, winner. Action line sloping up, cross, winner. Action line sloping down, winner. Okay, pretty cool. So here's a loser. So we're not winning every single trade, guys, but these are auto-generated signals. I didn't put these arrows on the screen. They were auto-generated by the Pulse Extreme Line Cross signal calling indicator. Okay, we got the action line just starting to creep up, winner. Here's another loser. Okay, so we're not winning every single trade, guys, but you can see the percentages are pretty good. Nice trade here. We're not going to be interested in any of these trades, even though two of them were, or the shorts were nice, because we're right on top of 10:30, and there was a report out yesterday at 10:30. Okay, gorgeous short there. Short here, got short a little bit early before that little bit bigger extension, so lost there 5 ticks, but then look at getting it right back on these two trades. Huge profits available. Short here, obviously the short side is the lower rated side. We got a strong impulse. These buy trades are significantly better. Some sniper owners would only be interested in buying in the direction of this black line on the chart is the 50 XMA. And many sniper owners will only take trades in the direction of the 50, so they wouldn't be interested in any of these shorts. They'd only take the long, the long, the long. Okay? So there's a lot of different opportunities, but look at all these trades, and we're only at 11. So this is just showing you how crazy active. We didn't take this trade because it's a flat action line. We're only going to go long if the action line's sloping in our favor. That's why we didn't take this one either. That one was a nice win, but that's why it's not circled. Short, action line sloping down, black line cross from the color to the gray, signal, boom, winner, 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 winner. So I'm not counting how many there are, but plenty of really awesome opportunities, guys, huh? So let me encourage you guys to ask questions, okay? And I'll keep scrolling along. Pretty soon, well, eventually at least we'll get to today's price action. But when the market is really moving, guys, like it was Tuesday and Wednesday, the number of opportunities is kind of staggering, a little overwhelming, in fact. But look at the accuracy, and that's what's exciting, okay? Notice that on every single one of these trades we circle, the action line is sloping in the favor of our trade. That's the one extra rule we're adding. So nice winner here on the long side, but the action line was sloping down, so we didn't take it. Short here, this market did not want to break out, so no trade. You heard Scott talk about, you know, you might want to just use a little common sense and wait for it to break below that prior pivot low before you go short. That would have saved you a loss. So there's a lot of techniques like that. I'm just posting the more robust, you know, rules. The signal fires. Is the action line sloping? If it is, boom, we take it, as long as it's not around a report or whatever. Okay, so pretty good. Now we're into the afternoon. Didn't take this trade because the action line is flat. Okay, another loser there, but I think you can see lots more wins than losses, right? We didn't circle this one because it had a flat action line. It would have been a nice win. 1430 is when the pit closes. Okay, so right around here is when the crude oil pit closes. And you can see, because there was so much activity in what was going on, even after the crude oil pit closed, there were tons of great opportunities. Most days when there's not intense activity, you probably want to consider stopping after the crude oil pit closes at 2:30, like Scott does. But when there's a lot of extra, emphasis in the market like there was these days, these were great trading opportunities. We're not going to go long because we have flat action line or down sloping. Okay, some great trades. So let's now go over to, this is overnight now, last night, and we'll look at all the trades from 1 a.m. last night. But let me answer a couple of questions real quick. So if so much more profit available, why don't you increase your target? I'm guessing that it isn't predictable, or you would. So here's the deal. Profit targets and stops are an individual reality. Okay, every person has a different makeup. You remember how you heard Scott talk about when he did his presentation in Vegas last year? He said he takes both profits off at 5 ticks. Even though he could have made more money if he would stretch out his profit target, he was only comfortable taking that quick 5-tick target. And you know what? He made a ton of money doing it, so nobody could say he's doing anything wrong. Okay, so just because using a different stop management or profit target management may be more profitable does not mean that it's right or wrong for an individual trader, because it doesn't fit their personality and they might have a harder time doing it. So Scott has admitted, now that he's matured a little bit more as a trader, he takes one off early and that makes him feel good, and then he lets one go for more profit, and he does make more money trading that way. Okay, so the answer is not that that it's better to take it off at 5 or 6 ticks. That's not the answer. The answer is each trader has to do individually what's right for them. For me, in preparing a presentation like this, I have to pick a rule somewhere. I mean, I could have said a 10-tick profit target, and then there would have been a few more losses and not as many wins, and so I just generally, when I'm looking at trades, I go for a 1-to-1 reward to risk. So 5 or 6 tick is what I usually risk, and so I count a trade a win if it gets to at least 5 or 6 ticks profit. Does that make sense? I hope so. Let me know if you have a follow-up question. Do you guys trade this system together with Scott's system in the room? So Scott does not trade in the room. Okay, here's the deal, guys. As hard as this is to deal with, Scott does not want to run a room. That's not what he wants to do. He wants to trade. We're lucky. You guys are lucky that he's willing to share it all, and do these presentations, but Scott has no desire to run a room and to spend his time doing that. He wants to spend his time just trading and being a trader and then doing what he wants to do. So one of my agreements with Scott is that I protect his privacy. So like, you guys will never get Scott's email address and things like that. He'll make himself real available in Vegas and all that kind of stuff, but after that, if you have questions that I'm unable to answer, all questions have to go through me. One of the deals that I have with Scott's willingness to share as he does is that I protect his privacy. And I'm sure you guys can understand that. And okay, so the live room is me most days, and some days some of the other sniper staff. But Scott is not in the live room. So in the future, though, I would, if a lot of you guys end up adopting Scott's trading style, you come to Vegas and you really love it, and you kind of adopt that, we can do that some days in the room. I have no problem with that. Okay, so that is definitely something we can look at doing. Let's see, why do you why you take some trades before the yellow. So all I'm looking for, Juan, is a slope in the action line. You could demand that the action line has to be yellow. That would be an okay rule for you to back test. But for me, I am not demanding that the action line has to be yellow. I'm demanding that it has to have slope in the direction of my trade. So for example, this trade right here, okay, I'm getting short right there. The action line is still just turning from black to gray. It's definitely not yellow yet, but it absolutely is sloping down, okay? And if you look at the charts a lot, you'll notice, I mean, sometimes you'll get in a little early and you'll take a loss, but more often than not, just using that little rule keeps you out of most of the bad trades and gets you into the good trades earlier. So that's why I do what I do with that. That is correct. Currently, I am using a 4 range bar chart and have been for a few weeks now, and Scott does use a 6 range bar chart. That, you know, probably 9 months ago, I was using a 6 range bar chart as well, and that's kind of where, you know, Scott landed there. And he, as I started to transition a little bit, as market conditions changed, Scott didn't feel the need to transition, and he built his, you know, what he was doing around that chart, and that's where he feels comfortable. So again, that's one of the incredibly powerful things about the sniper tools is, and the reason as sniper owners we will never run over each other. You know, we could have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people using the sniper tools because we're all not going to be trying to trade at the exact same place because of all the different variations, all of which have an edge. You know, different range bar charts, different pulse extreme settings, all of which work exceptionally well. You just have to take the time to define your own trading plan. And the other thing I'll mention to you guys that are newer to the sniper program or totally new is, yes, these indicators and systems are really cool and really impressive. But guys, this is today's overnight price action. I'll keep scrolling through it while I talk. But one of the things that's so amazing about what we do is that we're not just selling you a group of amazing systems. We have the 90 Days to Success training course that is unbelievable. And it takes a whole new approach to helping you guys learn to succeed, okay? Because what everyone else is doing doesn't work. 95 out of 100 traders that try to short-term day trade fail. Something needs to be done differently. And what needs to be done differently is to realize that it's not just the systems. I'm not saying our systems aren't really good, because they are, but it's not just the systems. You need to understand and do a whole lot of other things well beyond just the trading systems. So you're not just buying trading systems with the sniper program. You're getting a complete and total training program along with great systems and along with incredible support as well. Okay, so now we're at 6 a.m. this morning. Boom, 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 boom. Lots of good trades. Today was different than Tuesday and Wednesday. You know, today you can see we got stuck short there on a little loss, but right back on some big wins. Today was a little bit more choppy. Guys, we don't trade in situations like this. When the market goes, and Scott talked about this, when the market goes like this and you're getting signals firing back and forth, you know, if you took this trade, you'd be a winner. If you took this trade, you'd be a winner, maybe. But eventually, you'd take a loss. When you start to recognize systems or signals firing back and forth, stop. Look at the action line. Notice that it's almost all black. You know, and pause and wait, and let the market even out. Okay, and get going again. Okay, now we got good form and flow. The market's moving again. There are losses in here, guys, but what would you say of all these pulse extreme line cross trades? What do you think the win percentage has been over these 2 days? You know, based on what you're seeing here on these charts. And guys, these are signals that occurred live in our room if the room was open. Obviously, you know, overnight we weren't in the room, but do you think you could make money with these systems if you defined a high quality trading plan around these systems? You know, the good news is a lot of traders think they can. Okay, and this is where we got ready to start our presentation. A couple of more wins here. Got a little choppy in here. Okay, a little bit choppy. Winner, loser, winner, loser, winner. So a little choppy in there. Loser, winner, winner. And now we're to live price action. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Let me drop this real quick. If you like what you see at all, shoot us an email. Take a closer look. We'd love to have you, pop in for a free trial as well. We do offer a free trial. I got a few of you guys popping in, 90% winners, one person said, 83.5% winners. And listen, guys, we're not going to trade it at 80 to 90% winners all the time, but we will some days, and if the bad days are 55, 60% winners, wow, that's pretty exciting, right? And we do have some days where we're back, at 55, 60, 65% winners. But you know what? We can make money on those days too. That's what's cool, okay? So shoot me an email, Andy@sniperscalping.com or AJC61@yahoo.com. Let me know what category you fall into. We'd love to have you join us in Las Vegas if you can. We've got about 12 to 15 spots remaining. It's going to be a great group. Even if no one else signed up to come, we're going to have an awesome crowd, a great group out there, but we do have spots, room for more. If you'd prefer to take in the seminar via live stream, in other words, you can hang out in the comfort of your own home, in your office, and we will pipe in the Las Vegas seminar to you. We're going to give you the ability for it to kind of be like you're there, in that you'll be able to ask questions of the presenter as if you were sitting in the room and different stuff like that, okay? So we'd love to have you participate, and if you're not a sniper owner at all, and you're interested in Vegas also, guys, I'm definitely willing to make you a pretty good offer in the combination of both the sniper program and the Las Vegas seminar. So it'd be a great time to get involved. Hey, have a outstanding rest of your day, and don't be shy. Shoot us an email just to chat if you want, and we'd love to have you check out a free trial if you're interested as well. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.